Hi, welcome to Shiva Gallery of Textile Art and Design. I'm the owner of this company, and this is a new company that I registered in 2015. My mission statement is that I create unique design based on the nature in Richmond Hill area in the GTA on silk and wool felted scarves. I create this uniquely designed artwork that people can wear and enjoy as they keep them warm and keep them elegant. So my tagline is that Shiva's modern design plus the natural fibers equals the unique wearable art. So here is what I'm going to talk to you about today in my presentation about the company that I own. So I just told you about my mission statement. My business card is an innovative design that I use with the fabric that I have. My work is on fabric and I have my business card on it in a bookmark shape. So you can actually recycle and reuse the business card and mark where you were reading your book. My resume is an extensive resume. I have extreme experience in teaching workshops for the town of Richmond Hill and for the Weavers Guild of Richmond Hill. I taught adults and children classes both through the town and my personal workshops, and I also sell through online Etsy and other online shops my products, which are scarves mainly for people all across the world. Let me talk about my company. The company that I own and I registered it's about creating new and unique one-of-a-kind scarves for people to enjoy. I use the nature in Richmond Hill to get inspired, and then I transfer those inspirations on natural silk. This is one of my examples of my work that I created, and I'm wearing it for you. The dye is set and fixed, and it's permanent. So people can enjoy, wearing a unique artwork when they go out to see their friends. The market that I'm looking for is the senior and elderly adults. These are the people, according to Stats Canada, that have the most disposable income, and is one of every 4 Canadian would be a senior over 65 years of age as of 2025. So this is a huge market for me, and these people may not be able to travel to shops and retail stores to purchase my product, so I'm going to target them and provide online sources for them to shop. That's the market that I have, and actually that is my target customers. The market is whoever wants to get a piece of souvenir from the Richmond Hill. All these images that I create are inspired by the natural elements of Richmond Hill, both urban and the outdoors. So I will sell to other areas which would want to have a souvenir from my region. The pricing strategy. I price my work based on competitive market. Silk scarves usually sell between $35 to $250, $200, depends on how much work they have on them. So I have a range of different products. I have T lines that are the basic lines, and they start from $40, which is mostly tie-dye with simple designs on them. Then I have my A-line designs, which is about $70, $75, and they have more elaborate handwork, hand painting and batik painting on them. And then if I add more embellishments, like with gold or silver, then it's gonna add some more dollars to it, and it would cost around the $120 each, which is what we would see out in the stores. My competition is mostly, there's only one artist in Richmond Hill who does silk scarves, but he uses silk screening to make. So as of silk painting approach, I'm the only person in this area that provides that with this natural theme of the town. And also I use organic and natural dye. So it's more healthy for your body, and with all the chemicals on the garments that we have, it's nice to have some natural dyes. The team that I work with, I'm the sole owner of this company, so I'm the provider, I'm the maker, I'm the designer, and I'm the salesperson. But I also use an accountant 8 hours a month he would come in and do my accounting. I do my own bookkeeping, so he helps out once a month. Then I have a lawyer who also helped me, Harriet, who helped me register my business and my paperwork, the legal paperwork, everything. And she's available to consult, and so once a month I would ask her for a few hours appointment to discuss with her any legal issue that I may have or any future expansions of my company. Hopefully that's it. The funding that I require is not that much. I require about $1,500. That's mostly to buy a steamer for $300 for my fixing the dye, because I have to steam the scarves after I paint, so the dye is fixed and doesn't run out when the people wash it. And I also would like to spend about $800 to make 2 big tables with large surfaces, so I would have a nice work area to design and to paint and to steam my fabrics. I operate from my home studio in my basement, so I don't pay rent, I don't pay overhead costs, but in my budget I calculated about 15% of the utility cost of my home and 15% of my property taxes to go toward my expenses for the business, because I'm using about 15% of the total square footage of my house. In my funding requirement, except for these, I would be left with about $200, which I would put it towards purchasing raw silk and wool for my future work. So for the first year, I wouldn't need to go and buy it. So I can buy wholesale for about $200, and that would be enough for the whole year, hopefully. The budget I just talked to you about briefly about my budget. I don't have that much expenses. I don't have a mortgage, so I'm rent free. I'm as I mentioned, it's just the property tax and utilities. I have a YRT pass in Richmond Hill for places I want to go, and my overhead expenses, it's actually very low. And I'm just going to give you a in my first year I would have about 200,000, no, sorry, about, that would be very nice if I had 200,000. It would be about 2,000 income in my first month of operation, because I'm putting all my savings in and I'm keeping that fund in order to keep me safe in case, something happens. I get a big order, I need to purchase material. So I would have that kind of a cushion financially. As my online portfolio, I tried to create an online portfolio on the format, but sadly there was technical issues, so I opened mine on Google Sites, which is a very nice platform actually. So I have my images of my work, and I have my Nuno felt also, plus my silk scarves. And if you're asking what Nuno felt is a new technique that was invented in Japan about less than 10 years ago. And it's sandwiching a very fine layer of silk organza or different kind of an open weave fabric in between 2 layers of wool. So it gives that kind of a warm, fuzzy, cozy feeling of wool, but it's lighter, but it's warm. So it's something that our Canadian people would really enjoy, especially the elderly and the seniors, who want to have a warm scarf around their neck, but they don't want it to be heavy and itchy and doesn't, sit real nice with on their body. So for my Nuno felt and my silk scarves, I have the online portfolio which showcases my work, very nice, and I have a link from my Google site website that goes directly to my Etsy shop, and I'm selling my scarves on the Etsy. The Etsy costs very little compared to actually a storefront, in Richmond Hill or even downtown Toronto. It's about 20 cents per online when I upload an image, and it's about it's about $3.50 per item if I sell it. So it's really nothing. It's about less than $4 per item, and my pieces that I put over there, they really sell nicely. From the social media platform, everybody is big on digital media, and everybody is using their tablets and phones, and they stream, and they just get all the information from the social media. So I have a professional Facebook website. I have a Twitter account, which I regularly send tweets, very short messages about my upcoming shows, and if there is a inspiration piece, you know, I see somewhere in Richmond Hill, I take a picture and I post it. And then I have my Etsy account, as I mentioned, and I have a Pinterest. And then in my Pinterest, I upload and I pin my own work. Plus, I have a board for my inspiration that I take those and then use it for creating my own work. I also created my logo with my name and information, and I have it done in a stamped version, so I can just stamp it on my bags and my back of the cards and have it, you know, when I go to farmer's market, then it's easier, you know, for me to just take this and instead of the business card, if, you know, something happens or I run out of them. Well, thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I'm just gonna open my scarf and show you my design. And so this is one of my designs. It's a scenery of the sunset on the Bond Lake in Richmond Hill. Hope you like my presentation, and I hope that you become one of my customers or you contact me for a workshop. My website is ShivaGallery.com, and hope to hear from you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.